Okay, so you are welcome back to Scratch Programming with Sakawaka, your ever joyous facilitator. And on this series, we are going to be creating the Flappy Bird. Yes, the Flappy Bird game. A very interesting game that you have your bird flying up and down, trying to dodge obstacles while also trying to gain points, which will be your reward. Yes, it's a very interesting game, and I urge you to follow along, to follow through so that you know how to create such games for yourself. For us to create the Flappy Bird game, the first thing we are going to do as usual is to set up our assets. And the very first thing we are going to do is to create our backdrop. Yes. So for you to create your backdrop, come to backdrop here and then click on choose a backdrop. In this case, I'm going to choose this Arctic. Yes, I just love it. You can choose any other one. I love it, just natural love for it. And then the next thing I'm going to create now is my bed, which is going to be a sprite. So I will delete this sprite and then click on sprite here and then I will choose. In choosing my bed, I want one that have at least two costumes that can fly up and down. Should I use butterfly? No. I think I should use the parrot. Yes, I love how the parrot is, which is this very one. Now look at it. It has two costumes, the up and down, fly up and down, as you can see. So I'll click on the parrot as my uh, primary costume. So if you click here now, you see that it has two. One that the wings are up, and the second one that the wings are down. Yes, so this is my primary sprite, which is the parrot. It is too big, so I'll reduce the size to 50 under price size here. I will reduce the size to 50. Yes, let me drag it to somewhere here. Yes, let me drag it here, at least for now. Now, the next thing I'm going to create will be my obstacles. Of course, every game, just as in life, every actor must have a protagonist, right? And in this case, our obstacles are going to be, let me choose one. Yes, let me choose one. uh, okay, these buildings. Yes, I think I like these buildings. So click on the buildings and then click on it, come to costume. Here you have the buildings. Let me reduce this so I will see it. Yes, you have the building. And here you have so many costume of the same sprite, all these ones. So what I'll do is to delete the ones that I don't want. I think I don't need this one. Do I need it? Let me check. Um, I don't want this one. Let me come back to this one. I don't think I need this one also. I equally don't want this one. No, this one, this one, this one, this one. Which one should I use? Okay, let me erase this one, delete this one, and now I am left with this one. So what I'm going to do is simple. Um, Highlight everything just over it like the way it is here and then click on group. The reason you are group is because you want it to move as a unit. Let me undo it. Now, if I don't group, you see I'm just moving them apart, right? Yes, that is what happens. So to avoid that, I will just hover on it and then group it so that you'll be able to move as a whole. Yes. So what I'll do now is to put this here. Let me reduce the size also. Let me reduce the size. Now duplicate it. Where is my duplicate? duplicate, or yes, let me copy and paste it. Move this one here, copy and paste it also, and then bring this one up here. Then flip it vertically. Yeah, so you have something like this. The reason I'm positioning this thing here, right, is because I want this bird to be able to fly up. These things will be moving when we start coding them. It should be able to fly up, then when it gets here, come down, then come here, and then move up, just like that. That is why I arrange it this way. You can also do your own, anyhow you want it to be. So here now we have our backdrop, we have our parrot, we have our building, and for our building I just chose one of the buildings and then worked on it. The next I want to do is I want to insert my price. I love giving prizes. So my price can be let's use a cloud. Let's use a cloud. Yes, let's use this cloud. So anytime this bird flies and touches this cloud, it should be counted as a reward. So this cloud is too big. Let me reduce it to 50 will be okay. And then click on costume. I think this should be changed. This color should be changed somehow. Yeah. And then let this one be is by cloud. Well, you can you can just work on your own color, but my color is just somehow. But I like it like this. Yes. So this is my cloud. This will be moving randomly, and then if the bird flies and touches the cloud, it will count for me. But if the bird flies and touches any of this building, it should be game over. So for me to do that now, I will have to create my game over. Yes, I will have to create my game over backdrop. Let me choose. Since I used stars for my backdrop last time, let me check something else. Stars. Oh God, it's drawing me to itself. I just like stars for backdrop, but let me use something else. What can I use for my backdrop? Allow me, but let me still use stars. Yes. So under my stars now, I'm going to create my game over. Yes, I'm going to create my game over. So I'll have a game over. But then let me change this to pixel and then expand it. Game over. Then let me change this color to red as I did. Oh, sorry. Click outside and then change the color to red, just as I did the last time. So I'll just say click green on the green flag, play a game. So let this be here. Let me drag it here. Yeah. So this is my game over. This is my game over. So for our today's video, we've been able to create all the assets we need for this Flappy Bird game. And the first one is that we inserted our backdrop, which is our attic. Then we inserted our obstacles, which are the buildings. Then we inserted our main character, which is the parrot. Then we inserted our prize, which is the cloud. Then we created another backdrop for the game over. that will be all for this particular video on the creation of the Flappy Bird game. Before I stop the video, let me save this. Yes, very important. Let me save this, and then yes, let me save it here. Yes, let me save it as Flappy game. Yes, exactly. Let me save it as Flappy game. Yeah, and that will be all for today. Before I go off, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And while you do that, I remain your ever joyous facilitator, Sakawaka.